Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson. That'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Down inside the 10. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Cook will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Watch out now. 50 feet. Hey.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of a lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now, former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he's got room. this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Cousins. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn the field once he got the ball in his hands.
Cousins on first down. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. From 21 yards away. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
You got to know as a quarterback it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's in personal or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Following the interception, Cousins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. To throw again on second down. Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down is Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gold with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First down. Here's Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first and 10, Cousins. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Great work! Show 'em what you got. Show 'em what you got.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's the... Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. The veteran kicker Robbie Gould set to get us started, and off we go from Soldier Field. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's got some space here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
The fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Shoves him away. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal.
21.
McCaffrey will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. On 2nd and 12, Fields. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Come on, set, yellow, 1. Ultra.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. gets the football. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
11.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down like a lawnmower, baby.
We got the defense ready. They can't stop us. Let's go.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
We got that cheat code out there.
Read option. Here's Montgomery. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
An injury cost Montgomery 4 games early in the year, which kept him from repeating his 1,000-yard season from the previous one. He still reached over 800 yards and caught another 42 passes and is firmly entrenched as the Bears' top backfield option for his 4th season.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Running with Montgomery from the pistol. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 4th down. And Santos yanks that one a bit. No good. Wide to the left for Santos. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Ultra. Go ultra.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Uses his stiff arm. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go for that.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Fields. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition,
there he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They snap it to Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. To the air again, Fields. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Got an open man. It's Pringle. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Here we go on fourth down. Fields looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now, first and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hole.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Here we go. Here we go.
Lance now to throw. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. He's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a first and 10.
Hey, Jack Davis.
This is McCaffrey on the give. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. Second and 13 that they're walking up on. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Man open. That's Ray McCloud. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another first and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And some room to run now. 174 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the double.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1 yard pickup there on second. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. 4th down, Fields has to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Ready, break. Black clock. Hey, home theory. Ready?
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the 49ers.